Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekend reading. And thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing Spirit Source Tarot. So, we're going to do this weekend reading. It's going to be brief, just to give you a heads up about what's going on, what Spirit might want you to be aware of. And we'll just see what's happening, what's coming your way, Cancer. So, let me shuffle and cut these cards for you. And we'll pull your 3 cards and clarify, then get 3 cards of advice from Spirit. Cancer, your first cards are 9 of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Devil. So who's done what? Who's done what, and how are you going to apologize for it? Is this a repetitive habit? Is this something that you do when you're triggered? Like a pattern? It's a pattern of some sort because the devil's here. It's a pattern of some sort because there's 9 swords with those worries and anxieties. Those 9 swords didn't show up at the same time. Is this a pattern of somebody's, behavior that you're on the receiving end of, Cancer? So here we are, we're worried about something, and how are we going to apologize again? I'm sorry again. I promise not to again. I'm getting the feeling of somebody has drinks excessively. Not constantly, but when they do, the foolery comes out with the devil, and then here we are apologizing again and try to make things better. But I'm getting the feeling that there's and not just because it's a cut. I don't read like that. I'm an intuitive reader. So I am getting the feeling that somebody has some sort of excessive problem. I've never ever said somebody had a drinking problem before, and I'm getting that from here. It's almost like the day after. Again, you wake up like, oh my God, what the hell have I done? Or, you just acted a fool at a certain event, or blew up, got overly angry, or what have you. And, or it was, like I said, you on the receiving end. And it is a repetitive occurrence. That's what I'll call it, because I can't say it's a consistent pattern, but it is a repetitive occurrence, meaning when there is over drinking, this situation happens. So let's clarify the 9 of Swords for Cancer. Clarified by Justice. Jeez Louise. The person might be fed up, and it could be your significant other. And I hope that, let's say this is a heads up. Let's say this is a heads up. And if you are that Cancer that has a drinking problem, please do not drive. Just stay off the road. Okay? The Justice card. Let's put that out there. Drink responsibly, meaning stay at home, or what do they call it? Designated driver. There's Ubers, there's Lyfts, there's all kinds of stuff. So let's put that out there as well. Because, like I said, Spirit might also want to give you a heads up. So, clarifying the Knight of Cups, it's the Death card. Now we have Justice, Death, and the Devil. So there is a possibility that you could be married to this person as well, and they're just not going for your 10th apology, and you know it. So it's hard for people to, and I don't know if you're or your partner could be an alcoholic and don't know it, but there is a drinking problem here, because we end up in the 9 of Swords way too often. And here's the Justice card saying, this person's had enough. They're tired of you apologizing over and over and over again for this repetitive habit, And I did just speak on driving and drinking and driving. So, I hate to point out the Death card, but please do not. And I'm just talking about like getting your license taken away and stuff like that. Let's drink responsibly. So let's clarify the Devil card. Yeah, so somebody's leaving. Somebody's leaving, and this is a strong heads up. This is a strong heads up that there's a pattern here. that needs to be looked into. Why? Maybe there's an underlying issue. Maybe this happens only when you're stressed, and it's not all the time, but when you're stressed, you turn to a substance or a vice, and you end up hurting the person that you may be married to, and that person's had it. And this death card isn't no transformation card, not in this reading. This time it's a final, I'm done with you separation card, and we're walking away. We are walking away, and Cancer, at this time, you have a choice. You could be the Eight of Cups if you want to walk away from this pattern, or it will probably end up being your partner who doesn't want to be on the receiving end of this pattern, or it could be you walking away from the receiving end of this terrible occurrence, drinking habit or whatnot. So let's see what Spirit has to say. And if this is a heads up, this is a great heads up for you to keep on having good weekends and a good relationship. This is a heads up. First word of advice from Spirit is the Knight of Pentacles. Take it slowly. Be responsible. Responsible drinking. Knight of Pentacles is responsible. That's for damn sure. Could be a little bit boring, but he's responsible. So drink responsibly if you're drinking. Eight of Wands. So, there's an opportunity here to, if you do have to apologize, you are going to be given the opportunity. And the Ace of Wands, you are going to be given the opportunity, but it's up to you. It's up to you to turn this leaf. It's up to you to turn this leaf, this new life. But the person or you might also not be having it. You might also not be having it, and keep it moving with the separation, the finality, and move on to a new life, a different life. So it's up to you whether or not you're on the receiving end or not to have the outcome that you do want. So take this as a heads up to have an excellent, responsible weekend so you can have plenty more. All right, Cancer, thank you so much for letting me share. I'll see you later.